Hi guys, just a quick 10-minute max question. So, Scott Pruitt resigning. No, not him. No, 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 not Scott Pruitt. No, 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 no. Anyway, so crying. I believe I can cry. So anyway, guys, I remember I did a reading on Scott Pruitt, and at the time that it was a while back, several months ago, and at the time they asked, because every day there was a new scandal, and at the time I said, no, I don't think he's going to be fired, at least then, because there's so many powerful donors who love, destroying, they're like, oh, he's going to destroy the environment, perfect. Oh, perfect for us. So anyway, but I think the pressure is just got too much. It became too much bad publicity. And I wonder, guys, I just want to know if it's like there's too many scandals. You can't even point out to whatever it was that made him resign. But I'll just ask quickly what made him resign and what it means, what comes next to Trump, the Trump administration, okay? Is this meaningful at all, or, okay? I'm going to try to be quick. Let's just do 3 cards and then I'll close my eyes because I think this is one of those things that is not going to show up. Okay. So what has made him finally resign? Oh, corruption is really, because in a way, guys, it's so emblematic of the Trump administration, right? It's like he's totally, like that's really all, it's like that's what he lives for, corruption. So, see here, yeah, the interesting, guys, this is chaos and disorder, right? This is the gamblers. So that would make sense, right? It's a group of people who make mess. Oh, yeah. Are you biased? Oh, look, enemy, yeah. Enemy creates chaos. Oh, interesting. Impediment. Yeah, it's interesting because this is a card of weight, okay? So when it's upside down, it means like you can't, it's like it's over, okay? I think in some ways it means a kind of like a longer wait, okay? Impediment. It makes it, because this one is about waiting for better times. Aspettare tempi migliori. But upside down, it's like, dude, it can't go on any longer, essentially, okay? So there's not going to be a better time, essentially, for him. And he's an enemy in the sense that he's a bad person. Not an enemy, right? He's a bad person. He's part of this chaotic administration, and it's just only going to get worse, okay? So just quickly, what triggered him? What was the trigger? Total chaos for him. I mean, they created their whole point, the point of Scott Pruitt and the government was to create chaos, right? It was to lift all the rules against the environment. But at the same time, it's like, it's so funny because obviously very few truly competent people would actually go ahead and do it, right? So in the end, I feel like the fact that he was part of this destructive group and that there's no recovery from it. It's almost, the chaos is only going to get worse, okay? And I think he understood that. I think he was better off being in the background, but his scandals really, it's just gonna get worse. So the only way to get out of this is to move back into the background, to try to get away from the public, okay? So for him and for the Trump administration, it's almost like they know that he would do whatever Trump wanted, whatever the donors wanted, but the price was too high. Okay, the fact that he can't do it on the down low, he has to create all these embarrassing circumstances, right? That's what it was. Okay, so it was just a perfect storm. Finally, there's a limit. Okay, so what does this mean for the Trump administration, if anything? center here. Interesting, blonde. Ooh. Ivanka. Ooh. You know, or you know what comes next, right? Oh. Hmm. Guys, I wonder if Ivanka's going to be indicted. Because it was like, what does it mean for the Trump administration in the sense of like how, what's the word? What would come next? Okay, this was the original question, but as soon as I thought, original second question, or what comes after what comes next to the Trump administration, and you have here the negative. Here's the card here. This is the Bionda, right? And it's next to her. You have the negative letter. Oh, yeah. Bad news, false documents. So, oh, impedimento, right? So, obstacle. So I feel like it's possible, guys. I wonder if this could either be the whistleblower here or Ivanka. I wonder. Okay, so tell me about these cards. Tell me what's next. What does this mean for the Trump administration overall, regardless of what the cards showed? So it means that they're not immune. It means that the public matters. It means that complaining matters. It means that the force of speech matters. They know that we matter. Okay, it's almost like they had to acknowledge at some point that it's too much. It becomes too much. A lot of Republicans disliked him. A lot of Republicans who care about the image disliked him because those things are not defensible. So a lot of powerful people have been wanting to push him out. Even some of the powerful donors understood that just the price is too high. So it's saying here that in some ways this does signify a downfall in the sense that they realize that they have, they're acknowledging that the public matters to some degree, okay, and that what we're doing matters. And when I asked, is this, to me, guys, it seems like looking into Ivanka, that sounds almost strange, okay? Um, but you know what? There's a very strange image came to my mind. I don't know what it is. Okay, it's like this game. I don't think I ever had a toy like that, okay? But it's like this, it's like imagine, I don't know if you remember those jumping jumping figures like this. Okay, if, let's say divers, how they jump like that. Okay, like except that the hands are like this. Okay, imagine if like a cannon inside of a cannon there was a person, and that's the image I have. Somebody presses a button and a person is ejected. Eject. It's like ejecting people. So the ejection game has started. So Ivanka is like ejected, and all these people it's the beginning of ejected. Okay, and another strange image I get is when you're pressing your skin to get rid of black heads. It's kind of like that purging of the people in the administration. But I wonder, you know what I mean? It looks like and I wonder if it's the beginning of the end. Okay, for it because it's like how do you like everybody is so unpopular. You know what I mean? They're all involved in scandals. So how do you even stop this? When is there a limit to this? So that's what I think. It's the beginning of the ejecting. And also it's also that I think Trump wants to eject the people that make him look bad. But the problem is that pretty much every person looks bad. Okay, so when the negative publicity overwhelms his the image that he wants to project, that's what happens. And I think it's weird, guys. It's weird. I wonder, it could be. I'm not, it's just because this thing with the blonde woman came up. Okay. It's possible. I know there was a whistleblower who was blonde related to the EPA, so it could be that. But somehow I got the image here of Ivanka, and it seems strange, but that's what it is. Okay. I wonder if it's just gonna leave. I don't know. But anyway, that's for another reading. I am going to stop here. Okay, 10 minutes. Bye. Hi, guys. I had done a brief reading on Scott Pruitt, and I'm just adding more to it, okay? Because after this passed, and I was looking at some comments on my channel, and someone said, well, he's going to have to pay for the money that, all the corruption. And I don't know, guys. So this is the question. I'm interested because I think this is a very important question for the Trump administration in general, okay? Will these people, the question is really specifically about Pruitt, but will those officials who are engaged in corruption pay for it when they leave the government? Okay, so we know that I don't even know how many cases, the corruption is insane. Will he suffer any consequences for this? Okay, so that's the bottom line, the question. Will he face any consequences? Will there be lawsuits? What's going to happen to him? I believe, I think I did a reading before that showed that he will, but this was quite a while ago, okay? And let's just see. I'm gonna use some cards, not too many, okay? Just like I said, I'm gonna roll with the cards, okay? All right, so Scott Pruitt, will he face any further consequences for the corruption he has engaged in? Is some money. Card of Politinata means some money. The donors guy is very interesting. This is because, yeah, as you know, he's like the donors love him. Okay. Oh no! Oh wow, guys, this is upside down, permanent loss. So this is very clear. The little money, because it's some money, the little money that he made from the donors, okay, he's gonna lose. So that. And that's it, okay? Now, there's more cards to come, just quickly. So tell me about Scott Pruitt. Will there be legal consequences for him? Wow, pretty Johnny. Oh wow, the fortune. Oh no, really? Oh no. Yep, these are illegal issues, guys. Very interesting. This card upside down means also that there's missing information, okay? So it's almost like he's not accounting. What I see here even more is that the money that he's made obviously is not conducive with the salary that he's had. And that the fact that this money can't be accounted for may lead him, I don't know if it's prison, but it looks I don't know if it's campaign violent, because guys, I don't know anything about Scott Pruitt before. I know he was a corrupt politician from Oklahoma. So this is, if anything, this is what it is, okay? So it would be some sort of campaign finance. Oh my God, look, it fell. Oh my God. Look, I'm expecting money. Military person, really? Yeah, they're looking, guys. This would be yes. They're looking into his money. Let me put this aside because it fell. So they're looking into the money that he can't be. Exactly as I was saying, and the problem is it's the FBI. I know it's pretty serious. It's pretty serious. So Scott Pruitt. Short illness. Okay, that means, remember, he wanted to get the used mattress? Oh no, really? Oh, there he is. Oh no, really? Oh no. Oh, he'll work. The work that he's done. Okay, so, oh no, he's worried. Okay, he's worried. He's worried they're gonna look into the money. Okay, that makes sense. He should be worried. I mean, hello. Oh, secret. Really? No way. No way. Oh, this becomes famous. So the secret becomes public, bitch. Oh no, yeah, personal finances. So that's it, guys. So this is super clear. So like I said, there's some shady money from the donors, right? Political donors. He is going to have some legal issues. He could go to prison. Okay, so all the money that he made in his personal, that is listed as like that he has used for his personal finances in some way, it becomes public because here we see the work. And this is a part of exclusively personal finances. Okay, so whatever it is that he has worked, this money that can't be explained and is listed as his personal finances, it goes, it just doesn't, okay, I think he's going to lose it. Okay, I don't know that prison doesn't necessarily mean, I mean, it's hard to say he's going to go to prison, but it's at the center of the reading. And it's showing here, guys, the money is compromised. And there's nothing he can do about it because the secret is coming out. And it's going to show that his career was made by these shady donors. And that's how he made his money. Okay, so, oh, looking good. So anyway, I'm going to close my eyes, guys. Okay, I'm going to stay clear of any and all negative energy. Okay, so anyway, so I'm going to close my eyes and, okay, tell me about Scott Pruitt. You know what, you guys, it's weird because I feel like this whole thing with him, it's like he could still be making this money behind the scenes, but he's so over the top with the corruption that he brings attention to himself, okay? And it's showing here that he has this weird resentment, like he's kind of like, I'm the guy who does the work, the dirty work for them, and I should be compensated accordingly. And this is why, in a way, I think he does what he does. The anger, there's like, I feel like he's very angry and he has so much contempt. Like a lot of these Republicans, like, oh, you are overspending. Oh, you're spending too much money on your bullshit. Oh, look at Obama's tennis suit. Oh, so it's like he is just the lying. And I think on all of them, it takes a toll. And in order for them to justify what they're going through, it's like they have to overdo it. Okay, it's a little bit, guys. It's funny. Most, it's funny that the image that came to mind now, it has to do more with Melania, because it's a little bit like if you marry the guy for money. If the whole thing is money, then you have to overspend it. You have to be over the top because there's nothing there. Okay, so you almost have to make it like a spectacle out of it because you feel like it's not really, you don't want to be doing this. You know what I mean? Ultimately, I think he has a degree of resentment. I feel like he has this weird anger, and I feel like this is it. And I think the donors are kind of like distancing themselves from him because they feel that he didn't get it. He was too thirsty, okay? And that he helped them, but he wasn't, like, he had to take the precautions to not be, to keep his mouth shut and to not bring attention to himself, okay? And that they're like, look, it's not our job to protect you from your own mistakes. Okay, so yeah, guys, it's showing piles and piles of lawsuits, okay? I think I'm so sad. No, 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 I'm so sorry. No. Anyway, because I see, guys, piles and piles of lawsuits, and I see all these groups, okay, all even wealthy people. I feel like there's a lot of actual billionaires who care about the environment, and they have unlimited funds to sue him. So they're like, not out of spite, but sort of like they're kind of laughing. I'm gonna sue you, bitch. Just, oh yeah, oh yeah. Snowflake. You know what I mean? So it's like they're kind of enjoying this process because I feel like I said, there's a lot of, I don't know why I see Patagonia and like becoming a total joke everywhere. Okay, and I think the donors, like I said, the people who provided the stuff to him are kind of, they don't want the bad publicity of him because he's so cheap, you know, and so coarse and so gross. So that's what I think. I think he's going to have multiple, like endless streams of lawsuits. Okay, and I don't know how. I don't know. Obviously, I'm not a lawyer. I don't know how that happens. But I think it's like all hundreds, all these groups, all these ethics groups, all these government groups are going to go after him. Okay, and it's showing. So funny. It's also saying there's going to be some sort of lawsuit, several or one or several lawsuits against Scott Pruitt. They're going to become very important lawsuits in terms of how members of the Trump administration are going to be prosecuted going forward after they leave the government. It's going to be one of those. I forgot what it's called. You know, for example, lawsuits. I think legal system in the U.S. once one lawsuit wins, then it becomes a precedent for something else. So it's going to become a precedent for how how people in the government, the Trump administration, are going to be sued. So I think it's like, show me asset for future. There's something here, guys, where it's going to change even more the whole thing with corruption, prosecution, and all that, because he's going to be known almost like as a comical example of corruption. But I think he will indeed. It's showing here is he going to go to jail, possible, but he's going to lose the money. That's the thing. He's going to go to jail. I think it's possible. And it's weird, guys. I'm seeing this like mugshot of his, almost as if he's going to hit battery or something, like he's gonna beat somebody up or he's gonna go crazy, like like that. I see him like, you know, kind of like Trump actually having those tantrums, like crazy tantrums, and have, you know, very unreasonable tantrums, because like it's as if he has this idea of himself that totally is like separated from reality, and the fact, and if people tell him that, he can't deal with it. So that's what I think, guys. Okay. What happens to those people that paid him? I think there will be others. Okay, so it's like he didn't understand what, not on which side the bread is butter, but that he's not like the donor. He's not a billionaire. He didn't build those businesses. Okay, so it's like he thinks that he's on par with them, and he is not. And like I said, he has contempt, and he exhibits the same level of contempt that all these people in the administration do for the average person and for the taxpayer. So that's also gonna be bad for him. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Scott Pruitt. He's done so much great to the world. My God, he's such a great person. He's so unfair. He's done so much for the environment. Anyway, you guys, so this was a Scott Pruitt. Bye.